scary.
Hello. So I'll be taking you on a quick sketchbook tour. Okay, I'll be showing you some of the sketches that I've made. Now before we begin, I'd like to stress out the fact that Zoe's artworks were taken in a reference that I've seen on Pinterest and Google search engine. I'll be posting the original artwork as we move along so that I'll be giving credit to the original well, I don't know the names, but I was trying my best to backtrack those. I was able to find some of them back, and I'll be posting it as we move along. There are some other sketches out here that are also like are mine, because it's a concept design for the comic book that I am also making. So again, I'm going to point out the ones that I've made it originally, and the one I drew based on the reference, and I'll be posting the original artwork as well. Okay, so let's begin. Self-portrait sketch. So this is studying my anatomical structure. So I look like a very bored person here, but so far the anatomical structure is a complete success. Now this one right here, okay, this one was taken out of the reference of one of my coworkers by the name of Maddie. I asked her if she wanted to become a character on the comic book, and she said yes. So I made her one along with a certain pet. So I made her a pet, which is a tiger, who became a bodyguard. So I made an anamorphic sketch of the tiger, refined it, and that's the end product. She is a supervillain on my comic book. I haven't thought of the name yet, but I'm thinking Maddie would do fine. Okay, the flames and all. Okay, now this is a concept design that I've made. Okay, what if Marilyn Monroe faked her death and became a mob boss? So that's like an alternate reality story. Okay, so I was enjoying it. There's a fine line going on there. And so the coloring phase, this is like the first time that I'm making colors. And the newspaper clippings, I got that from Google, and this is the end product. So as you can see, the story behind this: what if she became a mob boss and faked her own death just to become a mob princess? It's a good catch to it. Okay, this one right here is a sketch of two girls fighting, Supergirl versus Anonymous Girl. Okay, and lo and behold, pop, poof, there's a dog popped out, stopping the fight, and there we go. I'm not pretty sure where I got the reference on the how Supergirl's pose is. I was not able to find it, but as it turns out to be, the rendering phase, and that's the end product: Supergirl versus Anonymous Girl, stopped by Duggo, the dog. Okay, I'll be posting the original artwork. This is a pin-up study that I'm making. I'm not sure who the artist is. I'm posting it right now as we speak, the original artwork. So I'm trying to study how it was made. So there we go, I'm just planning it. So after that, the fine line work comes into play. I added the dog as well. And the coloring phase, so far I'm so proud of myself doing the colors, because again, I'm just starting with the coloring stuff, and this is the end product. And versus the original sketch, the original artwork versus mine. Therefore, I'm okay with it. Okay, and made it look like a comic book illustration. Okay, this one, I'm not able to find the original artwork in Pinterest. I'm not sure if they've taken it off. I can't find it anywhere, but this is also a study of the said artwork. It's not my original idea. Okay, so there's a lot of planning going on there, and then comes with the shading process, the omnibus background, and it's about there. Okay, that's the original. That's the end product right there. If you will notice the face, she might look like Gal Gadot. and then there's some ominous handprints as if like souls are trying to get it, reach her, and to top it off, the head of a goat with the ominous hello. Okay, if you guys are Junji Ito fans, you might know her. Her name is Tomie. The reference is the one facing this little one right here. Oh, I'm sorry. That I'm trying to make it look. My version is trying to make her look forward. So I'm trying to make that work. Got my reference going on there, the costume and everything, and I tried to color it. And this is the end product right here. I'm going to enlarge it just for your convenience. Now, some say that she looks like Gogo Yubari from Kill Bill, which I couldn't disagree more. She kind of looked like one, but my intention is to make her look like Tomie. Either way, they're both crazy. So it's a win-win situation. You can perceive her as Gogo, you can perceive her as Tomie, whatever floats your boat. That's fine with me. Mobile Legends is a big thing in the Philippines. I can't draw anything. I don't play Mobile Legends, so I decided to draw one. So I'll be posting the reference of a certain resin sculpture to get the pose. So this is the body. I'm okay with that, and I'm doing some line works. That's the reference costume for Layla. And that is the refined line work, but I wanted to add more, so I put myself there, and I put a kid rooting for her, and some clueless lady who's looking at, I'm not sure she's looking at me, I'm looking for someone else, but she's like flabbergasted, clueless on what's going on, and that's a finished product over there. I enjoyed working with this, I really do. I got all the anatomical structure correctly. It's kind of clean, more like a Frank Show type of style. It's just kind of, I like it. I don't need to say the name of this person for some obvious reasons. Okay, and I was working on it, but well, I was supposed to make two. This is the finished piece, but I wanted to add more, so I just one more, and that's it. But lo and behold, it became 3. Posted to Facebook, a lot of comments going on there, asking me to draw this girl, that girl. So I made a poll out of it. So there we go. Lucky winners. I managed to draw 3 more girls, and then it keeps them going as we move along. I put myself there again. See? I put myself there again because, I mean, if the signature would not cut it, I'd just draw my face over there. And for some variation, I put another guy there, posing as a threat because it's my fantasy, and this guy just popped out of nowhere, and then, hey, gotta take my fantasy away from me. I'm drawing it, and I'm still not getting some. Okay. And there we go. Jonathan's just came out of nowhere, and this the girl beside her is looking towards him, said, "It's my fantasy, back off, Johnny." Yeah, that was a laugh. This is the big epic crossover, if you know what I mean. If the Avengers have a crossover, this one is the crossover of the website, who knows what. First sketch, this is my very first sketch when I got my tablet. Her name is Shiho Yoshimura. She's a volleyball player in Japan. I love her very much. I have a huge crush on her. And that's the finished product. Now mind you, this is the first time I got my tablet, so I'm clueless how layering works. I don't know what layer that is, so this piece was made with just one layer. And it turns out fine. Love it. Then I learned how to use layering, so that improved my skills. Superwoman. Again, a Supergirl. This time, she's dead. So I'm putting myself there again. I'm just carrying her. I call this Pieta, or like the death of Supergirl. The pose of Supergirl is much akin to the other comic books that you've seen when she's dead. So I put myself there. I put two more characters like demon priests. It's becoming more like a very ominous. So there you go. That's the finished sketch. Me carrying the dead Supergirl. I'm not sure if she's sleeping, dead, whatever floats your boat. Wonder Woman crucified with some demonic druids, and me standing on a pentagram. So it kind of looked like it can be used as a metal cover for a band. That's good. Okay, I'll be posting the original artwork of Adam Hughes, again a legend, my idol. I'm trying to emulate his style, but I'm trying to make it my own. So here it is. There you go. Trying to color it. Now you see here, this is where it makes it more different, because I'm trying to see how I can work my way on making the abs. The one with the shirt, the one without the shirt. Now that's all me. Okay, so I colored it. I love the outcome. The hair, initially I liked it, but I scraped it off. This is the final hair. She looked like a grown-up version of Vanellope von Schweetz, if you ask me. The wings, I took that from a character in Overwatch. Her name is Mercy. I like the wings. It's like a patch of from Adam Hughes' work, and then the wings of Overwatch, and the end product is this. Grown-up version of Vanellope von Schweetz with tattoos with wings. So I enjoyed it. I love the outcome. One of my friends in Facebook, I asked her if she wanted to become a character in a comic book, which she said yes. So I'm making her a sketch of the character. She's a supervillain on the comic book. So there you go. She's a very powerful, determined woman who has a big fan of guns. And her name, I named her Flint Cross, the lovable villain. So I kind of enjoyed working with the concept design of the character I'm making here. Oh, there we go. First anime. This is my first anime artwork. I have never learned how to draw anime because the face is very different to what I'm used to. But turns out to be that I was able to do it. I think her name is Platelet. I'm not sure what anime series it is, but if you know it, just drop it on the comment section. Okay, now this one right here is an artwork. It's a fan art from one of the Facebook personality that I've seen on my newsfeed. I think her name is Akira. She got lots of tattoos and some other obvious stuff. So I made a fan art out of her. I didn't post it on Facebook. I sent it to her via direct message. I'm not sure if she saw it, but I'm posting it here anyways because I worked very hard for this artwork, and I'm content with it. Another character on my comic book, I'll be showing you the face of who's behind it. That's one of my office mates by the name of Marot. And I asked her if she wants to become a character on my comic book. She said yes. So there you go. That's my concept design of Marriott. No, she's not the supervillain. She's one of the superheroes on the comic book that I'm making. Now this is the main character that I'm making. Actually the first concept designs for the comic book that I'm making. Now the before, I didn't quite like it. So I kind of reimagined it in such a way that she might be looking a little bit more mature. And if you look closely, if you know a YouTuber by the name of Anna Akana, she will resemble that. I love her jawline. I think I kind of subconsciously made it look that way. So there we go, and that's the final sketch. I named I named this character Lunes Dian Masalanta, which happens to be the main character of my comic book that I'm making. A quick sketch of a certain random girl. Adam Hughes classic. I'll be posting the original artwork now. So I'm trying to emulate Adam Hughes' style, which turns out for me is kind of good. I'm getting the hang of it. Thank you very much, Adam Hughes. You're like a godsend. Thank you very much, because because of you, I was able to improve my skills. Thank you very much. Now, I reimagined Wonder Woman being buffed, because that is how I like it. So there you have it, Wonder Woman being buffed. I know I got this reference from Pinterest for some girl who was working out. So I used that as reference and made it look like Wonder Woman being buffed, because that's how Wonder Woman should look like on my perspective. Supergirl. She's kind of omnibus. She looks like she's possessed by an unknown thing. She looks like evil. But that's my first sketch. What was my first sketch when I got my first tablet? Wonder Woman 84. But this is different. It's kind of special for me because I made this piece from Microsoft Paint using a mouse. For you guys out there, that's hard. And I was able to pull it off. Okay, one of the, I know there's a lot of women that have been sketching, but here's a guy who was supposed to be Hellboy, but turns out that it ended up being Hiachi. You know, there will come a time that you were sketching something and then all of a sudden you just sidetrack and then you have a different outcome, but you liked it anyways. That's one of them. These are one of those moments. Me, that's me over there on a depression phase, and the woman behind me is a personification of the depression that I was enduring for the past couple of months. If you look closely, she looks more like Evergreen, an actress. You might be seeing her in such films such as 300, Rise of the Empire, or James Bond, Casino Royale, with the the new James Bond actor. Lastly, we had a illustration of a girl's back. I got this from Pinterest. At first, I was studying the back piece, and I just found out it's Women's Month, so I decided to make the most out of it. So I was able to study the contours of the back. I added the scars for good effect, and I made it in such a way that that I also put a quotation there. I'm going to read it to you. A Filipino's resilience resonates. Its truest beauty, scars and all. Filipino strong. Okay, so I've dedicated this artwork to all the women out there, whether it be a single mom, a career woman, a strong woman, or every woman who's trying to make ends meet. You know, you guys are the best. And I mean, it's a very hard world out there, and so far, I mean, you're the best. Okay, keep your chin tight. Keep a chin up. I'm gonna work this out. So we just reached the end of the sketch tour. Hope you guys liked it. If you like it, just click the like button over there and subscribe. Hopefully, if you like it. If not, thank you very much for viewing anyways. I might be going for another one, but till then, just keep on practicing, you artists out there. I know you guys can do it. We're on this together. And, again, I'm your host, Andrew, from the channel, The Clueless Artist. I'm signing off. Good night, Internet. Yeah, it's hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.